Hello everybody. In this video, I want to show you how to create a WPF application using Visual Studio, the full Visual Studio IDE. And I want to show you how to do navigation in there. How we are able to add a frame, and that frame will navigate to different pages. Probably not going to be the best look application, but it will have its purpose. And if the times allow us, I will show you how to connect that application to a database. Probably in this video. If not, I will do a separate video for that section. But in general, the idea that I have right now is a simple app that will allow us to see a bunch of categories, and it will allow us to add a category, and we allow us to add products to that particular category. So we should be able to have a couple of navigations there, and that should be it pretty much. So without anything else to add, let's just get started. So whenever you open Visual Studio, we will create a new project. That project needs to be a WPF application with Visual Studio .NET Core. So if we look for WPF, we look for the one for .NET Core in order to use the latest .NET Core 5 in this one. We just double click it. We put a name. Let's call this. Can we call it navigation? Navigation DB example. And it will create. I will keep my default location for now. I will put the solution in the same directory. That's okay. We do next. We're going to use the .NET 5. It is important. In order to see it, of course, you need to have the latest version of Visual Studio installed in your computer. You make sure to have that one. And we just click create. So the way that actually navigation works in Visual Studio is through actually it opening another screen. There you go. So it's getting loaded. And this is going to be a really basic WPF application. We have an empty empty window. Let's execute it just to see that everything is working the way they're supposed to. And it's opening a new page. So we have the application right here. If you see all this, it's beneficial sometimes for debugging. In this case, I will not use it that much. So in order to remove it or make it the smallest, I will click this little button over here a couple of times, and that will make it smaller. So with that, so we have an empty application that I need to. Let's stop it and let's continue. So right now, the way that we actually need to be doing it is we need to create a frame. And we saw like a bunch of components that we can actually add here right away in the previous video or the video that I shared last week. But for this one, not to do navigation, we can actually do Windows and we can open Windows. But the way that I like it is actually to have the content right here and be able to move and change the content with different elements, and those elements will be different pages. So I will show you that. I will not move forward to a framework like MVVC, stuff like that. I want to keep things as simple as possible. So for now, let's change this to my navigation. It shouldn't be example. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's do 600. Could be. Or in my case, could be. Let's do 1024. And let's do something like that. Let's see if it's actually not that big. And probably it is, but whatever. There you go, we have a really big window there. So The elements will be adding actually will be a little bit small. Probably this is a bad idea, but let's go with this. What I want to do is was to keep a really simple layout. I will have like a really big buttons here, like to see the categories, to add a category, like to see the categories, go to categories, go to products, and like add them, see them. And then at the bottom, I want to have some kind of combo box with different categories listed, and I want to have a data grid showing the different products. That's pretty much what I see. I know it's not the best looking one, but is fulfill the purpose. So let's continue. Okay, so now that we have the grid, let's do a simple grid column definitions. And in the grid column definitions, we're going to be doing a column definition, and we can do a column here, a column definition. And now we have that little division right here. And let's duplicate this. So we have two different columns, what I wanted to have. Perfect. Let's make this a little bit smaller. So, or actually let's move this one over there. Let's make this smaller. There you go. So we can actually have this one over here. And we can the code over here. Perfect. Let's do now the row definitions. And here we'll have a row definition. And we will pretty much copy that one. So we have that pretty much that layout. Generate a really big layout. We'll have a really big bottom here, a really big one over here, and the rest of the content. So probably we can actually do high will be 1 star. And let's make this one a little bit bigger. And it will be 2 star. And probably we can do 3. And let's do 3. That should be more than enough. So we have that layout. Let's actually start adding elements there. So let's add a button. That button will go by default in there. And let's call this one categories page. Right. And let's make this button we have like font size. Let's do 24. 32 in this case. Okay, yeah, should be more than enough. And let's repeat this one. Product page, and that will be in the column, grid column. What? There you go. So by default, this one goes to the column 0, and then I send this one to the column 1. So I can have that one right there and right there. Yeah, I like it. Then I will do a simple stack panel. And this will be in grid row 1. And here we will have a combo box. Right, and we'll have a data grid. Let's keep this all closed for now. If we need to add something extra, we added that later. Let's make this call span 2. There you go. So it will take pretty much the two sizing. Let's add probably a little padding. Can we add the padding here? I don't remember how to add the padding. Let's keep it like that. So that's pretty much what I wanted to have. I have the stack panel pretty much, and yeah, that's it. Let's navigate. And it open it. So I have my categories button, I have my products button, so it's pretty much like move over there. Then I will have my combo box here and my data grid that pretty much is empty right now. So that will be the main layout. And right now, the way that we use it is the same way that we saw in the other example. I pretty much added everything to the main page. The thing is, we don't want to do this anymore. So let me start show you how to start doing some kind of layout. So I will pretty much select all this. I will delete it for now. And in order to do the layout or to move it away, let's actually put a frame here. A frame is an element that will allow us to navigate inside. One of the things that it has when you start navigating is that it has like a back forward, so you can actually move back forward if you want it. In general, I don't like it, so something that I want to do is navigation, UI visibility will be hidden. And let's give it a name. And let's call this navigation frame. And let's close it for now. So this will allow us in our Solution Explorer. What I want to do is I want to add a folder. And let's try to keep things a little bit consistent. Let's put pages. I don't know why the second letter is always uppercase for me. And inside pages, I will add a page. We have it right there. And this page will be main page. As the same way that we have the main window, we have the main page. And we wait for that one to be there. Okay, right here. And let's actually put the same design as the parent. Oh, let's actually keep it like that. Let's keep it like that. And in Solution Explorer, let's actually put this one on the right. There you go. And everything that we took before, let's put it right here. So now we have a page with our content. And we have a window called main window with a simple frame. So we have the page. So now what we need to do is this content need to be embedded right here in the page in order to call it. And we will call that with the simple navigation. And it's actually really, really simple. So the only thing that we need to do is let's actually open the main window backend code, the CS file. There you will see that the navigation database example is the namespace. And we have a main window type window, right? And we initialize the component. That's perfect. So the only things that we need to do after that is to say it's like knife frame. We need to look for the navigation service. Navigation service, there you go. And we will still navigate to the new class that we just created. And that class will be the main page. So level new main page. Of course, main page is not here. We need to declare it. Let's using pages. Where is it? Okay, navigation direct. We bring pages. That should be enough. With this little line, the only thing that will happen now, and yeah, we pretty much see the same as we saw before. So we saw that pretty much we have the same functionality. Let me create the categories page and the product page so we can actually move forward with those. So let's get back to our source code. Let's go to the main page right here. And let's actually create for these buttons a couple of clicks event. A click, new event handler. This will call button click for now. And let's actually call this. Let's call this go to categories. Oops. And we can actually override the name later. And the second one will be at click. Let's call this go to products. Right? We keep it like that. If we open the backend code, I just create a couple of events. So one will be go to categories, and the other one will be actually called go to products. Just to see that everything is working, let's do a simple message box, show categories, right? And let's copy that one here, and let's call the other one products. Just to see if we can actually call those. We have an issue. Perfect. Let's see what is happening here. Main page does not contain anything for go to products. Oh, I call it like this. Perfect. So let's save it. Let's run it. And when we click, we go categories. Perfect. Products, we go to the products page. Cool. So that's how we have the first one. Let's now actually create those different pages in order to navigate. So let's create, we can see the Solution Explorer. So inside pages, let's add the page. And let's call this page categories page. For this one, let's have a simple text block for now and call this categories page. And let's add a button with a click event. Go to main. Well, let's call it go back. Probably will be better. And let's put go to main page. And be the button to the golden element. Let's just change this to a stack panel for now. It will be a little bit better, yes. This one, we go to Solution Explorer. Categories, let's go to the background. And we can actually do a simple public void go to back. And for that one, because I didn't let the other one to be created by default, I actually need to, where is it? Right here. I need to sender and the arguments. And actually, let's keep it private the same way. So this button, what it's going to be doing is just open the main page itself, right? And let's keep it like that. So let's start actually working with the navigation. And let's see how that actually, and I want to keep this button over here because I wanted to ability to actually to go back to the main one. So for this, in here, in order to navigate, it is as simple as call the this element. So we can actually do as simple as this dot navigation service dot navigate, and we call it the new call categories page. And with that, you just achieve navigation. Let's actually copy this command and let's go to the one in the categories page and let's paste it, but here is just going to go to the main page. And that's it. With that simple line, we can start moving back, back and forward. So we know that by default we have the main page, and when I click this one will send me to the categories page. There you go, categories page. And this button will send me back. So now we have a little navigation function right here the way they're supposed to. Right? Let's do a couple of changes. Let's go to my categories page. And probably let's do this text block to be font size equal, I don't know, 48 maybe. And we copy this. I will create a new page. Page, there you go. Let's call this one products page. And let's put this one right here. And let's actually try to move the go back function to be in the parent. Let's see if we can actually do that. So this will be the products page. Products. And I want to have the back to actually always go to the back. Let's see if we can achieve that. Let's open the categories one. Let's remove this one from here. And let's go to the main window probably. And let's put it there as a public element. And this will be to the name frame pretty much. Okay. And let's see if that actually works. Yeah, we have an issue. We don't have a definition for the go back. So we need to import it probably. And we're in the categories page. So let me see. Let me do cleanup over here. Remove the unnecessary ones. There you go. And let's use using. And we call it navigation. The DB example. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Oops. Let me see if that actually works. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I have an issue with the scope. Let me see how we can actually handle that scope. Over here. Give me a second. How can we do it? Probably. Then let me go back to my main page. And go to product categories. That's oh yeah. Should be main window. There you go. Let's actually put it on a static. Probably. I call this like this. What is the issue now? No. Let me see if I can actually just. Oops, I executed. What is it? What I did? Close. Let me see if I do this over here. In theory, I should be able to go to categories. Let's call a message box. And we have an issue because I deleted everything from here. Yeah, let's use system windows. Let's do show. This is just a placeholder. Want to stop it, and in theory, I should be able to do a new main window dot go back. Window MW equal new, probably. Let's try to keep it simple. And then I should be able to do MW dot go back. So it should be main window. Yeah, I have other issues here. Yeah, it's going to be too much because I need to see the subject under. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to be dry here. I don't have the time to actually look for that right now. Let's try to keep things simple. So let me go back to my main window. This will be private. And this will be this. And let's remove it from here. And we will add that one in the categories. Good. Let's remove this one. And we'll be adding that in the products one. That should be enough. Let's try to see. So this send us to categories. And this send us to products. I need to send it to product first. Solution Explorer. And we have the main page. Yeah. Pretty much this one goes here to the products page. And just with that, we should be able to have the simple navigation. Categories page, perfect. Products page. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to start adding categories and products in order to show them, and we should be able to see all the list of categories here. We should be able to see the list of products by that category will link you in this particular area. So let's see if we can actually accomplish that. For that, let's create a new folder. And let's call this folder models. And let's create in that folder a new class. And let's call this category. And that class will be a simple category class that we will define the different properties that it should have. So let's put it for now. Public, let's put a prop. It will be public, integer, and it will be category ID. And let's do another prop. And this will be a string. And will be a category name. And let's keep like that for now. So we have a simple class category with category ID and category name. And that's it. I don't want to have anything else. And we will use it for our database context connections in order to create the tables and everything. So now that we have the categories, I can actually open my category page. So this one probably can have a grid here. And let's put that one at the bottom of the grid. Right? And let's call this one grid column definitions. So we'll have one column actually. We'll have just one column in there. And we will have row definitions. And we should have one for the input box, a second one for the bottom to add it, and then for the go to main page button at the end. So let's have 3 different rows. So let's do a row, and let's put that one on the right. Row definition, height, let's call this one to be size 1. This one will be, yeah, well, actually will be the same height. No, probably will be less. Let's do, sorry, let's see what we can actually do. Let's keep it everything one side, and we need to resize something. We will resize it later. And we need to have this one a couple more times. Okay, and this one goes so this one is, let's do 700 maybe. Too much. 300. Let me see if I can see in the stack panel to actually take the whole rest of the high. Or let's change this to grid too. And we've had those as grid. We should be able to remove this one. And yes, it's taking now the whole. Let's have one column definition for that grid, the same way that we had it over here. And let's have 2 rows. Let's make the second one to be 5 times bigger. That should be enough. And the text block go to the first one, and the grid goes to the row second one. Okay. So these buttons go to the row. Oops. Grid row equal 3. So it's going to be the latest one. Let's make this 2, 2, and 2. Probably this one can put as 1. Let's keep it like that. And it's not the best looking the way that I said before, but it's something, right? So here we have a text box. Let's use a text box. And let's use another button. And this button will be moving to the grid row 1. There you go. So probably we can have another like this, and actually let's put this one number 2. And let's put this one number 4. And just to have some separation in there. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. This looks really ugly, but it's working. So the idea that I have here, and let's see how this actually works. Okay, let's put this on the center and a little bit bigger, and let's make this text also a little bit bigger. So I want just to put something here and add it, and it will send me back to my main page. So here, let's do, and actually probably can do font size from here. No, you can. Font size will be 36. Let's keep it that one. Align. Test alignment. Center. We have a vertical alignment. Let me see. Vertical alignment, center. There you go. Then let's make this one almost the same size. And let's make this one the same size, just because we can. Probably it should go to 24. Yeah, that works. There you go. So we add something, and we should be able to add it later with this, and this just to go to the main page. It should be more than enough. And product page will be to add a new product. be a similar layout, and let's pretty much, I believe we can actually copy almost everything. So let's copy this layout from here, and let's go to the products one. Let's put that one on the right, and let's put all this layout. This is the products page. And let's call this add product. Yeah, that should be more than enough. I believe the only things that we need to add over here will be make this as a 2. Okay. And let's actually send this one to grid row number 1. And we put a simple combo box. That combo box will have the category to choose. So we select a category, and then we should be able to add that product with that particular category. That's pretty much the idea that I want. Yeah, I believe we have enough. We have the layout, ugly, but we have the layout there. And now we should be able to do the connection to the database. Let me check. We've been doing this video for over 40 minutes right now. So let's actually stop it. I will keep this one here, and let's create another one for the database connection. For now, I really hope that you liked it. Any question or doubt, don't hesitate to reach me. Happy coding, everybody.